Warning, the Stone Age Gamer includes a lot of bad language. Cover your mother***ing ears.
Good evening and welcome to episode 200 of the Stone Age Gamer podcast for the week of May 4th, 2018. I am Kris Randazzo, and joining me tonight is Original Recipe Dan Ryan.
Hey everybody.
And his competition will be back-of-the-box champion Tiff Ryan.
Hey.
And Tom Clancy enthusiast Dean DeFalco.
Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour.
It's trivia time once again, because we literally couldn't think of a better way to celebrate this show having existed for 200 episodes than doing trivia, because it's fun. But before we go any further, here's your weekly reminder that you can email us at mail@geekade.com. Just include the words Stone Age Gamer in the subject line, and you can let us know what you think of our show, what topics you would like us to discuss in the future, or just say hello, because we always want to hear from you, the listener. Wow, 200 episodes.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing that we did, Kris, with no help. No help from anyone else. You and I, on our own.
Totally.
This show.
Congratulations, only you and Kris and no one else.
I remember when you were doing that Dean impression for the first handful of episodes of the show.
It was so good. It was
spot
so
on.
good.
Dean, you were a real good sport about that.
You really were.
What was I? If I have to go back and listen to episode, I'm gonna flip some tables.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother. If anyone's joining us for the first time, you maybe don't go back and listen to all our old episodes.
No, they're great. Every single one is
I don't know.
a
I
gem.
listened to the first episode pretty recently that like all three of us were on. That was something.
We were getting our footing, but this show has been a hell of a time, and we've done it for 200 episodes now, and nobody's told us to stop, so we're going to keep doing it until somebody tells us to stop.
Yeah, people keep encouraging us. It's weird.
It is weird. Some folks are actually entertained by Dan and I talking way too long about video games.
Way too long. But
there really was no other way that I would want to celebrate the 200th episode than do a ridiculous trivia episode with previous co-hosts Tiff and Dean, especially because they were all involved in my favorite episode, which was the Tom Clancy's Reading Rainbow episode. Oh boy, that was such a good time. So let's do it. Let's jump right into some trivia. I have gathered together a stupid amount of questions to ask all of you guys. We're going to do a couple of rounds. We're going to do a music round. There's going to be the back of the box where you guys try to trick me into guessing games, and it's all going to be a super amount of fun. So is everyone ready?
Sure.
You bet.
All right.
No, I'm not.
I am going to do something where I can keep track of everyone's scores, because that's important. Every time we do this, I always forget to set up something where I can keep track of everyone's scores.
Kris, you have a producer.
I do have a producer.
He can write it down if he's here.
Evan's not going to listen to this. He's
Okay,
going
that's
to
fair.
listen to it when he's editing. He's already
Okay.
gone. He's moved on to bigger and better things, I'm sure.
Got it.
All right, so round number one. I wanted to do this bit where I tried to theme all the rounds after previous episodes of the show, but I didn't think about it until yesterday, and I had already written all the questions. So I was able to shoehorn it for a couple of things, but the rest of these, just kind of use your imagination. So I'm going to say at some point we talked about game crossovers, right? Crossovers.
Sure.
I'm sure that happened. So in honor of that episode, which will remain numberless, the first round is Squished Together, which is, I think we've done something similar to this on trivia before, where I am going to give two descriptions of games, and the answer is going to be those two titles squished together. So, for example, the PS1's most popular wrestling franchise and a PlayStation 2 bicycling game would be WWE SmackDown Hill Domination.
Got it.
Wow.
Got it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember this. I'm going to suck at this.
All right. Well, that's going to be fun. So it'll just be 1 point per correct answer. And we'll do steals too. So if it's the person's turn and they give up, whoever wants to chime in first to steal can get the point.
I'm going to lose hard this time.
All right, Dan, you're up first.
Yay.
The Adventure of a Robot Digging Holes, and the classic arcade game about a guy with an air pump.
SteamWorld Dig Dug?
SteamWorld Dig Dug. Well done. It's a point
God
for Dan.
damn, that was good.
That was good. I'm impressed with both of you, sirs.
By the way, and this is why these always come off the rails, last week I took Tiff out to a little burrito joint called Dia de los Burritos. It was quite lovely.
What did that have to do with anything? I mean,
Because
it
it's
was
a clever
delicious,
name.
But
The table that we sat at had a multi-cave.
oh, that's right. We did play Dig Dug.
And I played Dig Dug 2. I hadn't realized I had never played Dig Dug 2 up until last week.
It's a pretty spiffy game.
Vastly different game.
Vastly different game. The
I wouldn't
DS
say
game
vastly.
combines Dig Dug 1 and 2. It's super cool. It's like Dig Dug 2 is on the top screen, and then you go down these holes and play Dig Dug 1. So, like, you know how you drill the little, like, piece of the island off?
Yeah.
You go underneath, and these little spikes are there, and you dig underneath them to make the spikes drop, and that's what makes the islands fall down on top. It's really clever.
Crazy. I love
Quite
that.
clever.
Anyway,
All
one
right.
point for me.
1 point for Dan. Tiff, you're up next.
Good.
The Aerosmith arcade game and the first Capcom Marvel arcade fighter.
I'm sorry. Say all that again.
The Aerosmith arcade game and the first Capcom Marvel arcade fighter.
The first Marvel Capcom. Was that game just called X-Men, or was it something else X-Men? Or X-Men something else?
It was X-Men something else, but I'll give you a close enough.
Revolution X-Men?
Close enough. Revolution X-Men Children of the Atom. I'll give you the point for
Children
that.
of the Atom. I don't believe I have ever heard those words together like that before in my life, so I must have missed out on that game as a youth. Revolution X, I was all over, though. I loved me some Aerosmith.
All right, Dean. Square Enix's premier RPG series and Rare's latest pirate adventure.
Say it again.
Square Enix's premier RPG series and Rare's latest pirate adventure.
Oh, God, what the hell is that? Final Fantasy of Thieves?
That's it.
Okay, I was trying to get that
was a
wording
bit of a
worked
stretch.
out.
That was good, though.
Yeah, some of these are pretty stretchy.
Not bad, not bad. I mean, be like Gumby, man.
They each one of them made me chuckle, and that was my litmus test. So,
Fair enough.
all right, Dan, this one I kind of apologize for because I don't know if you know the
nice.
first game in this exists, but we're gonna try.
Oh, good.
A PC game about an ant knocking down dominoes and a chaotic multiplayer chef simulator.
What?
No.
Oh, wait, I might... Hold on.
Is the second part Overcooked?
Yes.
I have no idea.
If you wanted to take a stab at guessing what a game about an ant knocking over dominoes would be called.
Knockover?
Very close. Anyone want to
Knocking
steal?
shit over?
I think I'm going to steal.
Cockover.
Yeah, it's cock over.
It's
Dan.
cock.
Okay.
Definitely cock over.
Cock overcooked. You're
Can I steal?
Go for it, Tiff.
Is it pushover cooked?
It is pushover cooked.
Holy crap.
Did you
Wow.
know pushover, or did you just guess pushover?
Kind of both. I have vague memories of like the school computers, but I think I mostly just guessed.
Awesome. Well, good steal.
Well, good. I'm
I will
glad
take
gave
it.
away
I
the
will take
second
it
half.
any way I can get it. For all you Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans out there.
All right, Tiff, your question. Dan's game of the
shit, I have
year
to do it again.
and not Mario's quest for gold.
Okay, but I don't listen to the show. So
What's Dan been doing lately?
Dan's game of the year. And what was the second thing?
Not Mario's quest for gold.
What?
Steel?
You're an asshole.
Yeah. I think. Well, I don't know if I'm right on the second part.
So not Mario means Luigi? Is that what we're saying here?
I am not saying that.
You're
no.
not saying that. Not.
He's not
He's
saying
not saying it, though.
I'm not saying it, but I'm not saying it.
Okay, say the whole thing again one more time. Dance Game of the Year and what?
Not Mario's Quest for Gold.
Oh, God of Wario.
Keep going.
Not close enough.
Keep
God
going.
of Wario's Quest for Gold. Come on, I'm terrible at this. Give it to me. That was so close. It's God of Wario doing something he shouldn't be doing.
What's the name of a Wario game?
I don't know.
Oh,
I do.
jeez.
I do.
Oh, come on.
All right.
Dean, I'm buzzing in. That's how we still buzz in with Dean, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, it's fine. You do you.
Dan for the steal.
God of Wario's Woods? Or is that not it?
That's not it. Dean,
Shit!
do you want to steal?
Fuck. God of Wario Land?
Perfect.
Yeah, there
Dean
you go.
gets
You know
the
what?
steal.
I thought there was a
I was
subtitle. I was like, no,
really-
it's the first one. It's got to be that one.
I was really close enough on that. I feel like I'm gonna appeal to the judges on that. Evan, when you ever go back and listen to this, you tell everyone that I was close enough on that.
All right, Dean.
I'm ready.
A classic Squaresoft Super Nintendo action RPG about a giant tree and Nintendo's most charming life simulator.
Oh, was the second one?
Nintendo's most charming life simulator.
Okay.
Why can I not remember the name of that game right now? What was the first part? I know this isn't my question, but
Got to be ready for the steal. A classic Squaresoft Super NES action RPG about a giant tree and Nintendo's most charming life simulator. The charming one, not the obnoxious one.
Wait. I could have it wrong, then. I don't know the first part. Well, nothing that would make sense with the first part would make sense with the second part. Secret of Mana Moon something. Secret of the Harvest of the Moons. I don't know. I pass.
All right, anyone want to steal?
I feel like Animal Crossing is involved here some way.
Oh, I was going too far back.
Well, no, he said Super Nintendo. Well, you said farming simulator or life simulator?
Life simulator.
Charming life simulator.
And you said
Charming life. That sounded like farming to me because I'm drinking.
And you said Nintendo. You didn't say Super Nintendo.
The first one was a Super Nintendo
Right.
game. The
Right.
second one was a game by Nintendo.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I had it in my head that it was Super Nintendo.
Anybody for the steal?
I'll try.
Go for it.
Is it Illusions of Gaia and Animal Crossing? Illusion
No.
of Gynamal Crossing?
No.
Does that work? No?
Secrets of Manimal Crossing.
Yep, that's it.
Shit!
Yay!
See, okay, so I get a half point for that last question and then a half point for helping Dean now, right? Because I was the only one that got that it was Animal Crossing.
Bro, that wasn't even 2 words. You just mixed one. You made the other word fuck the other word.
Yes, but Dean, how badly do you want to play Secret of Manimal Crossing?
I do now. I really do.
I want to play the shit out of that.
I have played the shit out of it. It's great.
It's also not meant for anyone under the age of 18.
No.
Rated M for Manimal Crossing.
There's your episode title.
All right.
SAG 200. Rated M for Manimal Crossing.
I'm
Put
actually
that
writing
shit
that
on
down.
a t-shirt.
That's good. All right, anyway, Dan.
Yeah.
The most recent iteration of Capcom's premier fighting franchise and a horror PC series that's oddly popular with the kids.
Street Fighter 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Spot on. It's another point for Dan.
Yes.
All right. Tiff. The first game to feature Mayor Mike Hagar and EA's defunct boxing series.
One more time now?
The first game to feature Mayor Mike Hagar and EA's defunct boxing series.
Oh, Final Fight Night.
Exactly. Point for Tiff.
You said it the first time, and all I could see was that old, like, Hagar the Horrible comic strip. I was like, what? None of that makes any sense to me.
He should have been playable in Final Fight.
He really should have.
Or Fight Night, for that matter.
Yes, Hagar the Horrible in Fight Night is a great idea.
All right, Dean. Sega's over-the-top, violent black and white Wii game and the planet's most popular MMO. Or at least as of 10 years ago.
Mad World of Warcraft.
Mad World of Warcraft.
Wow.
Dean's
That
right
was
on
good.
it.
Dean
Yeah.
is
Quick on the
nerd.
uptake.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it. I got this one.
All right, back to you, Dan. This is the final set. A super difficult Genesis game with a really cool concept that the two of us played together, and a
Okay.
non-Metal Gear Kojima joint.
Comic Zone of the Enders.
Well done.
Wow. I wasn't even done fully understanding
the
that question
fucking nerd.
before you said it.
Fucking Zona Enders.
Well, Dean, we have been doing this show for 200 episodes now.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
true.
Whatever.
All right, Tiff. The undead Wii U launch game sorry, I read that wrong. The undead Wii U launch game and an insulting classic trivia game that isn't this podcast.
Oh,
What?
I'd like to steal.
No, I'm not done.
Shit,
Say
I
that
haven't had
again.
a chance yet.
Say it again.
Sure.
The undead Wii U launch game and an insulting classic trivia game that isn't this podcast.
An insulting classic trivia game.
Just put it in my hands. I'll take care of it.
I don't want you to have it.
I'll raise it like my own. It's fine.
Okay, so I know the Wii game. Is the Wii game Zombie U?
I'm not saying no.
Okay. An insulting trivia game that starts with... You don't know Jack.
Say the whole thing together.
Zombie, you don't know Jack.
Perfect.
Oh my
Point
God.
for Tiff.
Unknown talents over here.
Okay.
I love it when my brain does mystical things that I'm not entirely a part of.
Last question. Dan, if you can steal this one, you would actually tie up the round. Because right now, Tiff has 4, Dean has 4, and you have 3.
Great.
So, Dean, to take the lead. An Xbox 360 iteration of a popular tactical shooter with a colorful name and the classic vector arcade game about blowing up space rocks.
What? Say the first one again.
An Xbox 360 iteration of
Yeah.
a popular tactical shooter with a colorful name and the classic vector arcade game about blowing up space rocks.
Jesus Christ, Chris. Rainbow Six Vegas asteroids? Vegas asteroids? Like, God
Yup, no, you're
damn,
right.
that was a stretch, man.
Hey, AS, it starts asteroids.
Yeah, I got it.
You did get it. You got 5 points. Dean is in the lead. At the end of the first round, we got Dan with 3, Tiff with 4, and Dean with 5.
Well, I don't even know how to feel about that.
Good work, Dean. I'm proud
Thank
of
you. Thanks.
I had to
that
mute
was-
my microphone for that because I got real loud.
Yeah, kids are awake now, yelling down at us like, "Hey, you assholes, shut the fuck up. We have school tomorrow. Go." Sorry, girls.
Okay, so this next round, the way I'm going to shoehorn this into tying into classic episodes of Stone Age Gamer is Dean's racism. Remember when that was an ongoing joke?
That
Yeah.
was great.
I forgot how racist you are.
I'd like to let it be known I am never a racist.
But he did vote for Trump.
I
So,
did not. I don't even joke.
I mean,
So this round is going to be called Also Known As, where you guys are going to have to guess the name of the game based on my pronunciation of their overseas titles. So not
God.
specifically
Christ.
Japanese, just overseas.
Like really offensive Japanese?
I'm
is
not
so
going to try
racist.
to be offensive. I'm just going to pronounce them and probably do a terrible job.
This is real bad.
So you're
don't
going to
know how
have
I
to
feel
guess
about
the
this.
name based off of its overseas name. Again, they won't always be Japanese. Dan, you're up first.
I feel like this is super racist.
What are
this
we
is gonna
doing?
go real wrong.
Dan, your first one is Makaimura, or Demon World Village, is the direct translation of that.
So is the American game like close to that, or is that just what
That is
the
what
name
it's
is?
called in Japanese. That's
Onimusha?
incorrect. Anybody want to steal?
Demon World Village? Is that what you said?
That's the literal translation. The actual title is Makaimura.
I'm sure. No idea.
Stardew Valley.
Yes.
Yes,
Damn it!
Got
It was
it.
so obvious when you put it that way.
that is actually Ghosts and Goblins.
Wow.
Shit.
Okay. A little too on the nose.
Okay.
All right, Tiff, this is my favorite one.
Oh, good.
Probotector.
Is there an English amalgamation of that?
No.
Will you tell me what language it is?
If I remembered, sure. I think it's European,
It's Icelandic Chinese.
Oh, right.
clearly.
Probotector.
I'll give you a hint that it is an action game, and it is on the NES.
Oh, we just had this argument the other day. Am I the only person in the world that didn't have a SNES? We had a whole conversation about generational gaps between the Nintendo and the SNES. An action game. I only know one action game on the SNES, so I only know one game on the SNES. So
It's
I'm
on
just
the
gonna
regular NES, not the SNES.
It's on the regular NES.
Yes.
Oh, mother.
I'm going to give this a shot when she's done.
Probotector
What a great name.
on the Nintendo.
That is really good.
Contra.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
To be
Contra
hon- I
was
Are you
called
serious?
Probotector. Yep. They
I wouldn't
actually
even guess that.
I couldn't.
recast the dudes as robots called Probotectors.
I couldn't think of another game.
I was
Good
going to
guess.
guess Bionic Commando, but... All right.
All right, Dean. This one might be a tad tricky, if you know this series. Akumajo Densetsu.
Got anything else? Nope.
Nothing. No other words. The only hint I'll give you is it is one of a trilogy of NES games. I won't say which one.
Say the word again.
I would like to steal.
Akumajo Densetsu.
Come on, Dean, let me have it.
No.
Akumajo.
I actually know this one.
I think I might know this one too.
Damn it. Ninja Gaiden?
Incorrect.
I'm gonna
Dan,
steal.
Dan chimed in
Damn
first.
Mike Sheridan.
Damn it.
Is it Castlevania? Fuck.
But which one?
Oh, fuck. I gotta get more specific?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know that. Akumajo Densetsu. Oh, fuck me. Oh, 2?
Incorrect. Tiff?
3.
Correct.
Yeah,
Tiff with the
Dracula's Curse.
steal. Dracula's Curse.
Well, that was hard.
All right, Dan, back to you.
Oh god, there's more of this.
Oh, yeah. Dan, Dragon Slayer 4, There it is. All right. Dragon Slayer 4 Drassel Family.
Dragon Warrior 4?
Incorrect.
Really?
Yeah.
Weren't those the Dragon Slayer? All right, whatever.
Those are Dragon Quest.
Oh, shit. All right. Yeah.
Anyone want to steal? I gave this one to Dan because it's something we've talked about.
Not in the slightest.
What was it again?
It is now, and now I just... Yeah.
Kris, what was it?
Dragon Slayer 4 Drassel Family. Family being the big hint
Drassel?
word there.
No clue.
Wait, like Drassel, like with the Y in front of it? Like
Drasle. Drassel.
Oh. Nope, nothing.
Dan, do you want to take a pointless guess?
Is it that fucking Dragon Ball Z game?
Negative. No, this is Legacy of the Wizard.
Oh, I never would have gotten
Oh,
that.
fuck. All
I don't
right.
even know what that is.
We have talked about that quite a bit with the fucking 4 people.
Yeah,
and-
the whole family members and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a dragon in it?
There is, in fact, a dragon.
Okay, well,
and
at
you
least
have to
that
slay
makes
said
sense.
dragon.
And he
Okay.
has tassels.
Then that should have been the name to begin with.
Isn't it like the dad is the only one that can slay the dragon and shit?
I think so, yeah. And
That's
Because he's the
sexist.
strongest one, and
You
like
can play as
the
the
little boy
pet.
is the...
But you have to
Yeah.
play as every family. You have to play.
Yeah.
You have every member. You have to play as the mom, the dad, the daughter, the son, and the pet.
The mom just badgers everybody until they give up. It's
a hell of a power.
Very sexist game for the time.
That wasn't cool.
All right, Tiff. I love this one. Uncharted Atlantis, which sleeps in the desert.
I'm sorry, what?
Uncharted Atlantis, which sleeps in the desert.
Okay, so I'm assuming that this is the Uncharted game where he crashes the plane out in the desert. So it would be helpful if I knew the names of these. Because did they have subtitles?
They did.
Yes.
Did they?
Every one
really?
of them did, yeah.
We
Yeah,
played
everyone.
all of these games in like 1 week. So while I was going hard for it, it happened really quickly and then it was gone.
I'm going to steal so Dan doesn't get to steal it first.
Hold on. Let me think about it for a
I'm
second
putting
because I
it
know
in.
what game it is. I just have to think of the subtitle. All right, so that's the third one.
Correct. I'm going to say that. I mean, that's close enough for the point. So if you want to
Oh,
guess
well, let
the
me-
subtitle, live the
It's got to be
dream.
Drake's something. So there was Drake's Fortune,
Well, why the
Drake's
fuck did I get a point for Castlevania?
Foreskin, Drake's
Isn't it?
If she gets a
Soggy
point for...
Left
Okay,
Shoe.
since it's pointless, isn't it Honor Among Thieves?
No. The third one? No, that was Drake's something. Drake's Deception?
Correct. There, you get
Oh,
the point
Drake's
anyway.
Because there was
Deception.
like Drake's Gold and then
Drake's Fortune.
Drake's Fortune. That was the
Among
other one.
Thieves, Drake's Deception, and then
Yeah.
a bunch of other stuff. All right, Dean. Dragon Ninja.
This is stupid. I just want to go on the record and say this is fucking stupid. What? Dragon Ninja? I don't know, so I'm gonna guess the same thing again. Ninja Gaiden.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Dan, Tiff, either one of you?
Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja?
Close enough.
I was gonna say Bad Dudes.
It was Bad Dudes. Dan with the steal.
Oh god, fuck this. This is hard.
Clearly, Dean is not a bad enough dude to win this round.
Dean could not save the president that he voted for.
Oh boy. All right, Dan. I apologize to the world for this. I'm going to try.
Thanks, Kris.
Cho Wakusei Senki Metaphyte, or Superplanetary War Records Metaphyte.
Oh, Superplanetary War Records Metafight. That's Budokai 3.
Is that your
Dude, that
actual
was-
guess?
That was
No, it's
Sure.
Budokai 1, Dan. It's Budokai 1.
I have no idea. But Super World Fight sounds like a fucking... No, it's Street Fighter... What is it again? Is it Street Fighter? It's not even fucking Street Fighter, is it?
I will say this all again. Cho Wakuse Senki Metafight, or Superplanetary War Records Metafight.
The fact that it's Metafight in both languages really gives it away.
Does.
Yeah,
I'll give you a hint. It's one of my favorite games.
Oh, I'd like to steal.
All right.
Fucking Super Smash Brothers?
Can I go? Can I go?
Incorrect.
Can I go?
All right, Dean, go for it.
Blaster Master.
Blaster Master. Good job, Dean.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
How the hell did you know that?
Because you go, for the last, I'd say 20 episodes, it's, this game's pretty good, but you know what you should play? Blaster Master, because that's my favorite game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I do talk about Blaster Master a lot. All right, Tiff.
Sure.
Yume Kojo Doki Doki Panic.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Correct.
That was easy. Thank you. Also,
Thanks, Kris.
one of
I
my
thought the
very
Yume
favorite
Kojo
games.
was going to throw you off.
No, one of my very favorite games, like of all time. I love that game.
It's a great game.
I love
All right, Dean.
floating.
Puzzle Bobble.
Bubble Bobble.
No.
What? Well, that was my only guess, so, yep.
Anyone want to guess what Puzzle Bobble is called in America?
Is it Puzzle Dragons?
Bobble
The puzzle game with Bubble Bobble characters in it.
Oh, Jesus.
There's another puzzle game with...
Puzzle Bobble. Puzzle Bobble?
Puzzle
You
Bobble.
said
What,
Puzzle
what was it? What was it called in America?
It's called Puzzle Bobble on my phone.
No, it's not.
It is now. It wasn't before.
Oh, I was about to say, like, I have it. It's Puzzle Bobble.
Oh, Bust-A-Move.
Super Bust a Move! I
Is
love
it
that
Bust a
game,
Move?
too.
Dean's right, but he already guessed.
Yeah,
so-
so,
Bust a move. There you go, I guessed.
Dan gets
Steal.
the point. Fair enough.
Son of a bitch.
Dan's pretty far behind. It's okay.
I also love that game.
It's a great game.
fuck,
To be fair,
dumb.
Dean, I would have said Bubble Bobble too. That seemed really obvious, especially after Super Mario Brothers 2.
I didn't know that it didn't come out, like, it didn't really even register that Bubble Bobble wasn't called Bubble Bobble here.
All right, Dan.
No.
You're going to get this one. Hikari Shinwa Parutena no Kagami, or Myth of Light, the Mirror of Palutena.
What? Kid Icarus?
Kid Icarus. Well done.
What?
Thank you.
I knew you'd get it because it had Palutena's name in it.
Politana.
Tiff.
Kid
Lilac
Icarus
Wars.
is a... Sorry,
What?
Kid Icarus is a
Hey.
way better name.
Kid Icarus is a much better title. You're right. Lilat Wars, Tiff.
Lilat Wars?
Lilat Wars.
Lilat. That's a different language, or is it was just called this somewhere else?
It was
It's
called
Lilac
this
Wars.
somewhere else because the American name, actually the worldwide name, there was a previous copyright in this region, which was European, so they had to rename it.
I'd like to steal, by the way.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
she gets it. You got it? You got it.
I know that I've heard this story before, but I have no idea whatsoever what game it was about. So go ahead.
Dean,
Star Fox.
which one?
Ooh, 64.
Correct. Dean with the steal.
Yeah, I got nothing. I have heard
I
that
just
story
know
before.
that there was a Lilat system or something in the game.
That
That's
is
the only reason
true.
I knew.
All right, Dean, this will tie you with Tiff for the lead. Highway Star.
Guy Fieri's Road Rampage.
Yes. God, I love that game. The best Wii game.
I don't know if I have an actual guess here. Highway Star?
Highway Star.
Rad Racer?
Correct.
Nice!
Wow, good pull, Dean.
Damn it.
All right, the scores after that round are Dan with 6 and Tiff and Dean tied with 8. Close game.
Wait, we're tied in the front?
Yeah,
Sweet.
you
I'd
and
like
Dean
to
are
solve
both.
the puzzle, Bob.
What's the? Go for it.
What is Game Genie?
God,
Correct.
They're so racist, Dean.
Yes.
They're called gins. Saying genie is like fucking calling a Native American an Indian. Jesus.
Or an engine. Anyway.
Yeah, that one's racist. That's not the way you do it, Dan. This is how you do it.
You gotta go racist. Gotta go all out.
Do
All
you,
right.
though?
You really do. You really do.
All right.
Time for round 3, which is the music round.
Oh, good.
I might take a
So
nap.
the music
during this
round
time.
is going to be an opportunity for double points.
Oh, good. Because,
So this one I based off of our classic Capcom versus Konami episodes, which were super fun. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song from a game, and you have to guess whether it is a Capcom or a Konami game for 1 point, and if you can tell me what the game is, I'll give you another point.
Is this still
Okay.
per person?
Yes, it's still
Okay.
per person.
All right, making sure.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I don't trust the internet to buzz in with things. All right, so Dan, you're up first. I'm going to play, I don't know, like 5 seconds of a song from a game, and
Okay.
if you want to hear it again, I will play it again.
Okay.
So here is your song.
Capcom.
Correct?
Mega Man 3.
Ooh, close.
Steel.
That was. Can you
Mega
guess
Man
the
2.
incorrect?
Damn
No,
I just guessed.
It's definitely up. Mega Man. I don't want to go in order. I'm going to skip one. Mega Man 5.
Incorrect. That's
Damn it.
Mega Man 6, Flame Man stage.
We were so close.
Damn it.
All
Can
right.
you give us a few more guesses? We'll get there.
Tiff.
Steel.
She has a 50-50 chance.
Capcom or Konami?
Capcom?
Incorrect.
Damn it. I have no idea.
Dan? For the
Steel.
steal? Go for
Konami.
it.
Metal Gear.
Correct. 2 points for Dan. Wow. Dan's catching up.
Ouch.
All right, Dean. Love this song.
Well,
Well,
Capcom.
incorrect. Anybody want to steal?
Steel.
Konami.
I don't know who to go with.
That was a joke.
Dan, go for it.
Konami.
No,
Correct.
shut up. That's a joke.
Do you know the game?
Can you play it again?
Sure.
I can't remember the game. Konami
Blades
is it NES?
of Steel.
I was going to say, shit. I was waffling back and forth between Double Dribble and...
Wasn't that a Will Ferrell movie?
No, that was Blades of Glory.
Oh, okay. You're right.
But it was about hockey.
Not
Much like
nearly
Blades
as
of
good,
Steel. Okay, Dan, you're up again.
Okay. Konami?
Incorrect.
Steel.
Dean.
No.
I'll get the fucking point. I don't care. Capcom.
All right.
No.
Can you guess
that
the game?
doesn't count.
I do feel bad that we're taking like 50-50 questions.
That's all right.
Okay, well then I get the last point for Konami because I said it before you did, Buttface.
But you didn't say Steel?
Okay.
Bite me.
Fuck. It's Capcom. X-Men? Fucking... I don't know.
Taking it back. Can I take it back?
No, you can't take it back.
Can I guess anyway?
Tiff, guess.
No.
Tiff, guess Bionic Commando.
Bionic Commando.
Incorrect.
Oh, okay.
This is the arcade version of Strider.
Wow, okay.
No shit.
You guys only played the NES version.
Indeed. All right, I should probably call a moratorium on stealing the first point. You can only steal. You can only steal the game titles.
Agreed.
That makes more sense.
All right. I'm not going to readjust the scores though, because I don't know how to do that.
Fair enough.
Well, technically, I'm the only one who stole the game and the title, so I'm just saying it's whatever. It's fine.
All right, there. I'll take 1 point away from Dan.
What? No.
And then, but I'm going to
the one who
reward
stole
Dan a
both.
point for being honest, so everything
you.
ends up even. All right. Tiff, you're up.
Great.
I've heard this like 1,000 times.
Capcom?
Correct?
I don't have any idea. Pretty in Pink, but it was jaunty.
Steel?
Dean for the steal?
Mega Man...
No.
no. Where have I heard that? Why? I played that like recently, whatever the fuck it was.
I believe you played.
I don't know-
You have played this with me.
I
in
don't
the
know
room,
what it was,
I
but
believe.
it like immediately made me start doing the Carlton, so I'm for it.
Dan, you got any thoughts on what game this is?
Street Fighter?
No, sir.
What
This
is
is
never
my
gonna give you
favorite shooter of all time, UN Squadron.
God
Okay.
damn it! I was playing that. Like 2 days ago, I was playing it.
Yeah, every time you ask me like what game to play, I usually recommend UN Squadron.
Yeah, I was playing. I was like, this has a really good fucking soundtrack. I never would have guessed that though.
All right, Dean, you're up. I apologize if this one's loud. This is a loud soundtrack.
That was funky.
Yeah. Is that a Capcom joint?
No, sir.
Damn it! What the fuck?
So
Like
this is
it's like
Konami.
the
Dan
video
or
game
Tiff?
version of Boogie Nights.
Dan or Tiff? Either of you want to
No.
steal?
I
Not at
know
all.
I've played it. I know I have.
I'm pretty sure you haven't.
Really?
Indeed.
All right, I got nothing then.
Is it Super Nintendo?
It's a Wii game.
It's a Wii game?
What? That he definitely hasn't.
Okay, yeah. Is it that shitty Castlevania fighting game?
No.
I don't think
No,
I've played
but you're
that one.
close. This is Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, no, I haven't played that.
Game's awesome.
It sounds something like a Super Nintendo one, but I can't.
It's a remake of a song from the original Game Boy Castlevania The Adventure, which you have
Okay.
played.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it sounds super like tinny.
All right,
Yeah,
Mr.
right.
Dan, you are up.
That was some spacey bullshit.
You got Space, I got Karate Kid.
Fuck, I got
I don't know
no
why
idea.
it just felt
Dan's
really
closer.
like creeping through the back of the dojo and like, oh, they're coming after us.
Is it Konami?
It is Konami. Point for
Okay.
Dan.
Fucking Gradius?
Incorrect. Anybody want to steal?
Space Harrier.
I mean, is it Karate
That's
Kid?
not Konami.
I don't know. I just fucking said space.
Space?
No, it's not Karate Kid either.
Is it
Come on, go to
Space Karate Kid?
Mario in space.
Yes, it's Space Karate Kid. Fuck, I want to play that game. That sounds awesome.
It's Bubsy.
Yes, it's Bubsy. No, this was Contra 3: The Alien Wars.
Oh shit! I do not remember the music in the Contra games at all. I was too busy dodging bullets.
Okay.
What you do in those games. In real life or in the game?
Both.
He's
Grew up in
badass.
the hood.
It's a pretty hard way to play games.
It really is. It's fucking difficult. That's why I don't finish shit.
All right, Tiff, you're up.
Capcom?
No.
Then I don't.
All right, it's a Konami game. Who wants to take a guess?
I don't know, man.
Life Force.
No. This is Super Contra.
See,
I thought I'd throw a curveball by playing two Contra songs in a row.
DuckTales or so, like Mickey's Mousecapades. That's about the level I can handle.
All right, Dean.
Konami?
No.
Is that a Genesis game?
It is not a Genesis game.
No.
There was
Sounds terrible.
You crazy.
It's a Capcom game then.
It sure is.
Play it again. Nope. Super Castlevania. Contra.
This is
Contravania.
Contravania. Fuck yes.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Exactly. No, this was Capcom, and it was Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Really?
We're not
Yeah,
good
it's
at this.
the Ice Forest stage.
If it's not the
Okie dokie.
first stage, I don't know that I've ever gotten to it. It's Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
That's true. That game is really hard.
Game's really fucking hard.
All right.
All right, Dan. Here you go.
Son of a bitch. And I know I've played it too.
I'm certain you have.
Did we play it for the fucking summer series?
No, we didn't.
No? Okay. Konami?
Konami, you are correct. Point for Dan.
Play it one more time. Shit. God, it's just not coming to me.
I like that song.
That's it, like that's just right at the beginning, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you just jump right into the stage.
Yep, that's the basic stage music.
Oh, god damn it. It's not coming to me.
Anyone want to steal?
Is it a Mega Man?
It is not. It is a Konami game.
Oh, I missed that part.
Twinbee.
Oh, man, I want to give you the point because you're super close.
It's
Twinbee
okay.
2.
It's
I don't know what any of
it's
that means.
Stinger.
It's Stinger. Dan was right.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Fuck.
It's sort
was-
of a Twinbee spin-off localization thing.
I was literally
you
just
were,
stabbing in the dark, so
you were
it's
very
okay.
close, though. Okay.
I knew it too. God damn it. All
Tiff, your turn. I let it go a little long because that last part's kind of a hint.
Yeah, wait a second.
Hey. Capcom?
Correct?
I got.
I'm gonna steal this.
You can have it.
Dean.
Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
Ooh, close, but no cigar. Dan, would you like to take the steal?
There's only a couple that are this
3
jazzy.
Third Strike.
It's not Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, no.
Okay.
Street Fighter 4. 4 Strike.
That's.
4th Strike.
I wish that's how they just numbered them.
Dan, do you have a guess?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
No, it is Street Fighter 4.
Oh shit!
Is it Street Fighter 4?
That's Zangief's stage from Street Fighter 4.
Oh man,
That last bit's the main Zangief theme from like Street Fighter 2 and stuff.
I thought it sounded too jazzy for a sec. Or just sounded older. Damn it.
It was quite jazzy.
It sounded a little bit more Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
I was gonna.
It did.
Like
It
somebody's
definitely had
about
that
to take
flavor.
me for a ride.
Gonna take you for a ride.
Oh, what just happened here?
Take me for a ride.
All right,
What?
Dean.
Stop! Konami, Rocket Knight Adventures.
Wow.
Wow.
Nicely done.
I don't know if I'm like impressed or if I feel kind of bad for you.
I played that like
Both?
right after UN Squadron a couple days ago. I played that, and that's the first stage. So yeah,
Damn good game.
yeah.
Damn
All right,
good,
Dan.
bloody good, damn good game.
Dan, this one's for you, okay? And this one has a history with our show, okay?
Oh shit! That's
I
a lot
want
of
you to
pressure.
I want you to get this one right.
Wonder Boy, Monster World.
Cracking open a cold one. I see.
That was really loud. I'm very sorry.
Getting a little scared.
Shit.
Come on, Dan.
Oh man,
Capcom or Konami?
fuck.
We used to talk about this game all the time.
I know we did. Konami, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Correct.
Whoa! Out of his ass.
Gross.
Fucking,
Tiff.
which part of the game is that?
That's the
Is
map.
that the driving around music?
Yeah, the overhead, walking around, driving around map thing, yeah.
Walking around thinking about shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid steamrollers.
Yeah.
Giant purple steamrollers for some
inexplicable
reason.
fucking reason.
They're just everywhere. All right, Tiff.
Mm-hmm.
This is your last one.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I let that one go because I was enjoying it.
I was
As was
also
I.
enjoying that.
That's
It
some
is
90s
not Portal 2,
freestyle.
though.
It's probably not Portal 2. I mean, it might be.
No,
It
it's
should be.
definitely not. Believe me, if Portal 2 was done by Capcom or Konami, I would have put it in this round.
I'm gonna say Konami because that was a little bit funky.
It is not Konami.
Damn it, Capcom with a sleeper. Did you see that? They're always so like bright and cheerful.
All right. Dan or Dean? Who's got a guess?
Final Fight.
No, sir. Dan?
It's Capcom. Sorry, I zoned.
Yes, it's Capcom.
Play it one more time.
Just gonna keep playing it.
Like I feel like this could be like the intro to like a pop song right now. Somebody send it to Tay Tay. She can make something great out of it.
think, Dan?
I don't have
Is this
Mega Man
funky enough
X.
to be in
I
Streets
have
of
no
Rage?
idea.
It's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Whoa, man!
I've never played those.
Really? That's
those games are dope.
that's the objection music. When you make an objection, that becomes the music.
Fuck, does everyone start dancing?
No, but it's
They,
intense.
they should.
They should.
Oh wait, that was my question, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
I have played those games. I was just too busy dancing to it. It was a snappy tune.
Okay, Dean, last question. Here you go.
Capcom?
Correct?
Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Incorrect. Dan or Tiff for the
I
steal.
have no idea.
Street Fighter X. I don't even know if that's a game. That's music made it sound extreme.
It's going to be sooner or later.
It is pretty extreme, but it's not Street Fighter X. Because that doesn't exist.
That's not a thing.
Dan, anything from you?
Fucking Street Fighter EX.
No, sir.
Is it
Dan-
Alpha?
No.
No.
It's not Street Fighter at all. It's
Oh,
Beautiful
fuck.
Joe, man.
Fuck.
I can't remember the last time I played that game.
It's the first stage of Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, it is. God damn it.
Good times. All right. Well, that was quite the round. Things have changed.
It was
Dan,
both highly
Dramatically.
enjoyable and completely a failure.
I
Dan is
disagree.
now in the lead with 14
Yeah.
points.
Haha.
Dean is in second place with 12, and Tiff has 10.
Sure.
All
Because
right.
we all knew it was going to end up this way eventually.
Game's not over. Round 4, back of the box. It's time for you guys to stump me. I can't tie this to a specific old episode in any way, shape, or form other than our other trivia episodes because, it's awesome. So basically what's going to happen, how do we land on this? You guys are going to give
Two
me...
truths and a lie.
Okay, so you guys are going to read me 3 descriptions of back-of-the-box style descriptions of video games. Only one of them is fake. I have to guess which one is fake. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okie doke. Go to town. Let's start with Dan.
Kris,
Dan.
could you imagine playing a game called The Office? It's a Diner Dash style game. Features bobbleheaded versions of the cast as well as sound bites and clips from the show. Your goal in The Office is to give your Dunder Mifflin coworkers the specific color or type of file that they wanted within a certain time. Chain enough successful requests together and you'd fill a prankometer at the bottom of the screen. Once you fill up that prankometer, you get to make some choices. Will you wrap Dwight's belongings in Christmas paper or put his supplies in Jell-O? You know how he hates that. With this game, the choice is yours.
Wow. I totally buy that as real. All right, keep going.
Golden Girls, the Palm Beach Mysteries.
Okay.
A point-and-click mystery game starring Blanche, Dorothy, Rose, and Sophia. They're worried about Dorothy's ex-husband, Stan. He goes missing. Is he up to his usual schemes, or has something terrible happened to him? Rose says this is just like that one time back in St. Olaf. Interview witnesses, search for clues, and solve the mystery in time for midnight cheesecake.
Okay. What's your third one?
Kris, I knew how big of a fan you were of the 80s show Dallas, so I'm sure you've played Dallas Quest, a kind of Zork Oregon Trail hybrid. Puts you right in the rich, cutthroat world of the Dallas oil family, the Ewings. Sue Ellen receives a mysterious letter about a secret oil field in South America. You play as a private detective hired by Miss Ewing to track down the map to this particular oil field. Navigate the world of high stakes and hairspray, but watch out for conniving family members. Solve the mystery and you will be richly rewarded, or double cross her and JR could make it worth your while.
Oh boy. All right. So I feel like the Office one I've heard of. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like I've heard of that because that sounds so real to me. Mm-hmm. I could also see a Dallas game existing, like as some rando PC game from back in the day. I mean, there was like a handful of Law and Order video games, so that makes sense to me.
Were there?
Yeah, there were. Yeah.
Did they make the sound?
They did, and they had like some of the voice actors do the voices in the game. It was weird. So I'm gonna have to guess the fake game is Golden Girls.
You are correct, sir.
Yes.
There was a Dallas game on the Commodore 64.
Damn, that was a C60. That's awesome. Wow.
I really want to
feel
play
like
a point-and-click Golden Girls game, though.
I feel like that exists only in your mind because, like, I knew if there was a Golden Girls game, you would have talked about it on the show before.
That's a good point.
Many
That's
times.
a fair point. You're not wrong.
All right.
I believe we need to bring back our classic Stone Age Gamer Kickstarter campaigns, or do we do GoFundMe's now? I forget which one we hate.
Patreon. I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is that
Patreon.
we should. That I'm genuinely surprised somebody has, with all of the Golden Girls nostalgia. I'm genuinely surprised there isn't a Golden Girls game at this point.
There's
It's
a
just
Clue
a-
game now where,
it's just a good
where
show.
instead of anybody dying, you have to figure out who ate the cheesecake.
It's just a good show.
It's a great show. We just watched all of it on Hulu.
Literally all
like,
of it.
beginning to end, all of it.
Thank you for being a friend.
It was amazing. It was life changing. I mean, really life changing.
I want to be Blanche when I grow up.
Ew.
You're gonna have to lose the beard.
She didn't.
All right, Tiff, you're up.
Okay. As per usual, I have a theme. So all of my games are Star Trek games.
Ooh, okay.
Because one of the very first games that I ever personally purchased and owned on my own was the Star Trek game on the Sega Game Gear.
Wow.
That I never quite figured out how to play. I just warped around all over the place.
That's how I played the Game Boy one.
I have no idea what was supposed to be happening, but every now and again I was like, fire photons.
Yeah, you could fire photons, or
warp.
like there'd be like little talking heads at the bottom, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
"All right, now Data's on the screen. He's saying something. I don't know what to do."
I'm going to warp to a different planet now. All right, so
Well, and also, what's awesome about it is that this episode will go live on Friday, which is May the 4th. So, obviously, Star Trek.
I have no response to that.
Well, that's it. That's our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, isn't that a thing? It's not a thing? I don't know, you fucking nerds.
All right, so shut up. So Star Trek has a history of making some bonkers games that make no sense and barely work and all of that. So in that tradition, I picked my 3 favorites. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Okay. We're going to start off with Star Trek Shattered Universe. In this game, Captain Sulu and the crew of the USS Excelsior swap places with the crew of the Mirror Universe ISS Excelsior as a result of a localized stellar ion storm. They are hunted by Mir Chekhov, who commands the ISS Enterprise and is assisted by the Klingons and the Romulans. During their trek home, the Excelsior crew encounter Mirror Universe variations of the original series missions, including the M5 Multitronic computer and Baylock the giant space amoeba.
Okay.
She really likes Star Trek.
Figured if I just put enough Star Trek words in it, I would confuse you. And you wouldn't be able to tell. All right, number 2. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Star Trek. Back to the Academy. In this game, you play as Jean-Luc Picard, but as you've never seen him before. Years
With hair?
before, with hair. Years before he helms the USS Enterprise, young Jean-Luc enters Starfleet Academy as a fresh-faced young cadet eager to learn about the universe. Navigate this sim-style game by attending classes, gossiping in the common areas, and practicing on the flight simulator. Your mettle is tested when Picard falls in with a bad crowd who talks him into taking a Federation vessel on a joyride. Unfortunately, the trip is interrupted when you stumble on a Romulan spy ship. Prove you have what it takes to lead by navigating the release of your classmates and making your way back to the Academy before the professors notice you're gone.
All right. All right.
All right. Got that? You digested it?
I have digested it, yes.
All right. Last one. Star Trek DAC. The title is derived from the game's 3 modes of play: Deathmatch, Assault, and Conquest. It features multiplayer with up to 12 players, 6 unique levels across 3 game modes, including a survival challenge mode. Choose your side: Federation, Romulan, and one of 9 ship models, including the original Enterprise and the movie Enterprise, the most recent movie. Trek across the universe, assaulting, conquesting, and deathmatching, because that is what Star Trek is all about.
All right. I'm pretty familiar. I'm pretty sure I am familiar with the first game as a game that exists. It's the second two. I was sold on the second one being real until you read that last one, which sounds familiar to me. Farts.
I'm not going to lie. I just had to go back and look which one was fake.
That's how much prep we put into this episode, Kris.
I think it's the second one. The second one's fake.
You are correct. You are on fire tonight.
I do love Star Trek, and I there was a period of time where I tried to at least keep track of all the Star Trek games. But what threw me off is there's like 300 Star Trek games with the word Starfleet in them.
That's true. That's why I had to name it back to the Academy, because I couldn't find a variation of Starfleet that didn't already exist.
Word. Good job. That was like a coin toss right there. So, all right, Dean, you're up.
You ready to be stumped, Kris?
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, you are. All right, here we go. These are all shitty Steam games. That's where I sit and lavish, because I know you don't check those. So that's my best bet. Badass Babes is a video game using live-action sprites and features a cheesy B-grade plot and over-the-top sexy moves. You want the plot, Kris, while we're here?
Do I ever?
Yeah, of course you do. Plot. Earth has been invaded by an alien race. Men are being captured and turned into mutant soldiers, whilst the women are herded like cattle to be used for an alien breeding program. To survive the multiple births and to ensure the hybrid experiments are a success, the aliens endow the women with special strength and power. A few of these women are rising against the invasion and plan to take on the aliens and anyone else in their way. They must battle the enemy to join the resistance group known as the Badass Babes. Ugh.
Wow.
This game is the first hopeful series of the game. This game is a first hopeful series of a bunch of games. This game features cheesy and fun story mode, real live action, digitized characters, just like the glory days of Mortal Kombat. Sure, glory days. Yeah, all right. Sexy babes, players flash their bodies and use their enhanced alien powers against the enemies. Multiple playable characters, 5 in total. 2-player co-op. Weapons that can be picked up and used against enemies, environmental objects that can be used as emergency weapons, vehicle levels, on-rail FPS levels, boss battles, 22 levels including alternate branches, an RPG level-up system where you can get stronger and more health as you beat your enemies.
Is that still the first game?
Yes, that's all the first game. System requirements, any, OS, any. There you go. That's the first game, Badass Babes. You ready to keep
Jesus
going, Kris?
Christ.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
So we've gone from racism to just pissing off everybody in the Me Too movement. Got it.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Next game. You ready, Kris?
I love Dean.
I'm ready.
Mushroom, the Ruckus. You are a social pariah cast away from cool groups due to a series of nondescript events. You find affirmation in a mysterious floating eyeball who seems to enjoy watching you whack other mushrooms. That's where you come in. Play through 10 levels of hacking, another 10 levels of slashing for a combined total of 20 levels of hack and slash combat against several enemy types. Listed requirements: Windows XP, 256 megabytes of RAM, 100 megabytes of space, and a 1.6 dual-core processor.
Ooh, dual core.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Okay.
You said whack a mushroom, right?
Yes, I did.
It's a euphemism, correct?
All right.
You ready for the next one, Kris?
I don't think I am, but do it anyway.
Okay. Space Bus is a retro 16-bit top-down shooter developed by Gummy Dog Games. You are the bravest in the entire fleet of public space bus pilots run by the Galactic Council. You find out the Council's plot to cut funding by sabotaging buses and blaming it on incompetent bus drivers. It's up to you and your group of most trusted co-pilots to successfully uncover and foil the Galactic Council's plot, all while taking the public of the galaxy to universally approved bus stops. 38 levels of intriguing storytelling, 7 characters to unlock in total in the game, co-op and online enabled, over 60 different weapon combinations. Be sure to come back after you beat the game to check out expanded content and New Game Plus. System requirements for this one are Windows Vista Cervix Pack.
Cervix Pack.
Cervix Pack. Service Pack 1 or more, 1.8 gigahertz dual-core processor, 2 gigabytes of RAM, integrated graphics, and 256 megabytes of space available.
Holy crap.
God, every one of those sounds good.
I dare you.
I believe all 3 of those would exist. Jesus. Wow.
Sadly, only 2 of these exist, and 1 I made up.
That's... I tip my hat to you, sir. All 3 of those descriptions are masterpieces. So whichever one you came up with, good job. Crap. I almost want to go with the first one because the description was so long. It's out of sync with the other 2. Okay. But I'm gonna go with
a lot
the
for him to make up, though.
Exactly. I'm gonna go with the third one.
Oh, you got me, man!
Yes!
Wow!
Holy crap!
Yeah, I didn't make up anything about sexist women being impregnated by aliens. I honestly, when we were doing the 2 fake ones, I saw that one. I was going to use that as my reel, and then I didn't want anyone thinking I made that up for too long because it's disturbing.
You would have had to have put a lot of thought into that,
yeah.
And I think that says something about you.
Yeah, I kept it when we did the 2 real ones because I figured that one might actually win the fake. But you spotted the real one, so congratulations.
Wow. That was a complete guess between coin flip on those other 2. Good work, Dean. Wow. That was fun. All right.
So again, very entertaining, but a complete failure. Things are going well. I feel like that kind of sums up for the 200th episode.
Yeah, that sums up the Stone Age Gamer podcast.
It really does.
Kind of entertaining, but a complete failure.
Both of you can go get fucked. The show is amazing.
I cop to the entertaining part.
Okay. I couldn't end... This is the last round, and I couldn't end this without theming an entire round on Tom Clancy's Reading Rainbow. So here's what we have.
Oh, this is terrible. I know nothing about this game.
I am going to list 3 subtitles for Rainbow Six games. Only one of them is real. The other 2 are either shit I made up or subtitles to other Tom Clancy games that aren't Rainbow Six. So
wow.
You have to guess which one is the subtitle to an actual Rainbow Six game.
I'm feeling pretty confident about this.
All right. Well, Dan?
Uh-huh.
Desert Siege, Rogue Spear, or Advanced Warfighter?
Advanced Warfighter is fake.
Which one's the real one?
Oh,
You have to guess which one is the Rainbow Six game.
I wasn't listening. I rarely do when you talk. Give me all 3 again.
Desert Siege, Rogue Spear, Advanced Warfighter.
I fucking feel like Rogue Spear is a real one.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
It is correct.
Okay.
Rainbow Six Rogue Spear.
Rogue Spear. The spear's got fucking rogue. Watch out.
Spears all over the place.
It's just spearing shit willy-nilly.
It's mostly just going to lay on the ground because it's just a stick that's kind of pointy on one end, but still.
Whatever, it's fucking rogue.
It's gone rogue.
I'm a spear. Get the fuck out of my way. I've gone rogue.
Tiff.
Yeah.
Shadow Vanguard, Island Thunder, or Predator?
Okay, I know it's not Predator. And say that again?
Shadow Vanguard, Island Thunder, or Predator?
Okay, it's not Predator. Island Thunder is something else, so it's got to be Shadow Vanguard.
You are correct.
Yay!
Isn't Island Thunder the fucking Hulk Hogan movie?
No, that was Thunder in Paradise. Yeah, no, Island Thunder was Ghost
His
Recon,
name
I
was
believe.
Thunderlips in Rocky.
Thunderlips, the ultimate male. The movie's
Dean.
fucking dope.
Pandora Tomorrow, Double Agent, or Lockdown?
Lockdown's the real one.
You are correct. The other two were Splinter Cell subtitles.
We
What
are
was the
so
first one
good
you
at
just said?
Rainbow Six games.
Pandora Tomorrow.
Pandora Tomorrow.
Yeah, that was on the GameCube and PS2, wasn't it?
Sure.
And the Xbox, yeah. Splinter Cell. Good old, what was that guy's name? Sam Fisher?
Sam Fisher, you
Sam
got it, buddy.
Fisher, splintering those cells.
There's an issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly where they compared Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell to Max Fisher from Rushmore. It's awesome.
Virtually
They have
the
a lot
same
in common.
character.
Basically, yes.
They're
right.
almost identical.
Dan, back to you.
Uh-huh.
Athena Sword, Jungle Storm, or Shadow Wars?
Fuck, I feel like Athena Storm would just be the most Rainbow Six thing they've ever done. Give them to me one more time.
Athena Sword, Jungle Storm, or Shadow Wars?
Fuck, I feel like I'm gonna get this one wrong. The fucking Shadow one.
It was Athena Sword.
Shit!
Oh, we can't
All
steal?
right.
Lame.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Whatever, I'm winning.
All right, Tiff. Red Storm Affairs, Covert Operations Essentials, or Enemy Files Compilation?
What? I feel like you made all of those up. Say them again.
Never mind, I
That's
take
what you
it
put
back.
on your library card.
Those are the most Rainbow Six things ever.
Red Storm Affairs, Covert Operations Essentials, or Enemy Files Compilation?
I'm gonna say the Enemy Files.
It was Covert Operations
it.
Essentials.
That is the dumbest collection of words.
The other two I made up. The first one, Red Storm, is the development team.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, it's just terrible.
All right, Dean.
How many of these things are there? Not questions, but games.
Enough
There's
for
a
me to catch up.
lot of Tom Clancy games. I only had to make up 3 or 4 total.
Oh, that is disgraceful.
Dean, Chaos Theory, Blacklist, or Eagle Watch?
Eagle Watch.
Eagle Watch. Good point, Dean.
Yeah, you keep listing Splinter Cell games, and I did play a good chunk of those.
All right, Dan. Lone Wolf, Future Soldier, or Wildlands?
Wildlands is real.
Steal.
No,
No,
he's
we're not
right.
fucking stealing. Wildlands is real.
Oh, wait, no,
Steal!
you're not right. No, we're not stealing.
What?
What we're not stealing, but Tiff, go for it.
It's Lone Wolf.
It is Lone Wolf, yes.
Yeah, Wildlands is Ghost Recon.
Get the fuck out of here, both of you can go eat a dick.
I apparently know a lot more about this than I thought I did. I would like to
Fuck
download
it.
some of this information to make room for something else because this is thoroughly unimportant.
I'm giving Tiff the point.
No!
I'm still gonna lose. Shut up.
Am I still winning?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Tiff. Urban Operations, Suburban Warfare, or Summit Strike?
Urban, suburban, or summit. These are a lot of locations. Urban, suburban, or summit. I don't feel like bros give a damn about going to any kind of summits. And what kind of Rainbow Six can you get up to in the suburbs? That's pretty lame. So I'm going to say urban.
You are correct.
Yes.
Urban Operations is the real game.
Wow.
Dean, Shadow Watch, Critical Hour, Distant Days.
Wait. Those
that
sounded
all
like
one
all
game?
one title.
Rainbow Six, Shadow Watch, Critical Hour, Distant Days.
Would that surprise you?
It really wouldn't.
No.
Okay, the three are Shadow Watch, Critical Hour, Distant Days.
This is the first one I'm having trouble with. No. Shadow Watch sounds way too fucking angsty. I'm gonna go Critical Hour.
Wow, Dean tied it up.
Nice!
Dan, your chance to take back the lead. Your last chance to take back the lead, sir.
Okay.
Eagle's Claw, Raven Shield, Falcon Strike.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of birds.
Whale Shaft. That's a 2020 PS5 release.
Whale Shaft is the correct answer.
Whale Shaft. What are the, okay, so it was Eagle Watch,
Just
Falcon
picturing a
Cock,
Rainbow Six game
and-
where you're infiltrating a whale.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't doubt it.
Eagle's Claw, Raven Shield, Falcon Strike.
There was a fucking eagle thing. I think it was in like the last fucking issue of like Game Informer that I got. Falcon balls, eagle nuts, and
count it.
testicles. Raven Shield.
You are correct.
Yes. What about me? What about Raven?
Gross. Don't ever do that again. I'm gonna divorce you.
Tiff.
Yes.
Iron Wrath, Platinum Rage, Steel Battalion.
Ooh. Okay. We're going
Rainbow Six,
metal.
Steely
So we
Dan.
have platinum. Say them again.
Iron Wrath, Platinum Rage, Steel Battalion.
Platinum does not seem very ragey to me, and I also don't feel that Rainbow Six is a battalion type scenario. What was the other one?
Iron Wrath.
Okay, well, I don't know why iron is wrathful, but sure, I'll go with that one.
You are correct.
Yes!
Steel Battalion's just Steel Battalion.
Yeah, Steel Battalion is great.
Yeah,
That's
I feel
just
like
a-
Rainbow
that's just a
Six's whole
Capcom game.
thing is it's just like, there's like, 6 of us, and that doesn't make for a battalion.
Rainbow Six. 6 is not a battalion.
Okay, Dean, this is your chance to tie the game, which would send us into a tiebreaker, which I have not planned for.
Now I need to do it.
Please, Dean, please get it right.
Red Thorn, Black Thorn, Indigo Prophecy.
Ooh. It is definitely not Blackthorn, Dean. I'm helping you out.
I think you're lying.
I'm really not. Blackthorn is a fucking shitty ass Super Nintendo game.
I'm pretty sure you're lying.
All right, fucking say Blackthorn then, and I'll
Blackthorn.
win, and we'll just move on. Jesus Christ, you fucker!
Technically,
you've done
you're
it
both
again.
right. Blackthorn is a shitty Super Nintendo game, but that's all one word. Blackthorn is 2 words, is in fact a Rainbow Six game.
Get the fuck out of here! I was trying to help you out. I really was legitimately trying to help you there, Dean, because I want to see what Kris can pull out of his fucking ass.
Well, well, here we are. So, wow, this was a really close game. Tiff had 14 points, and Dan and Dean are tied at 16 points.
Wow. You got any more Rainbow Six games?
No, I used them all. Except
all the Rainbow
Vegas,
Six
because
games.
that was kind of obvious when I used that earlier. All right, well, what do you think, Tiff? Should I do a music round for them?
Oh,
Should
God.
Yes.
I should make them guess
Yes.
music?
Yes, you should.
All right, I'm going to make them guess music.
I am here for that idea.
What is
This
Old
is gonna
Dirty
go.
Bastard?
What is the Wu-Tang Clan? Wu-Tang, as we all know, is for the children.
Okay, so,
Collective Soul.
Tiff, who should go first?
I think because of the the comeback extravaganza that just befalled us, I think that Dean should go first.
Okay.
Comeback? I was in the fucking... Whatever.
We are going to play Guess the Mega Man Robot Master stage.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck you.
I'm going to have a string cheese while this is happening, because that's going to make
I'm
me...
going to lose, man. All right.
Dude, Dean,
let's
I am not feeling confident here.
All right, Dean, you're up first.
Yeah.
Wait, before this happens... Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I steal a point and come back and win the game?
If you can
Why
manage
not?
to steal enough points to come back and win, then absolutely.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Let's try this again. Here we go. Dean, you're up.
Okay.
For the record, I'm doing this because I just had a playlist of Mega Man songs on my phone.
Okay.
The clue is precipitation.
Who is Rain Man?
Oh, Dean.
Frogman.
Incorrect. Does anyone want to steal?
I said Frogman.
No, I was like a nanosecond away from politely asking Dean not to say Rain Man. But he beat me to it.
That was Cloud Man from Mega Man 7.
Cloud
Oh,
Man.
right. Okay.
All right, Dan.
How many of these you got? Because we're going to have to get a winner at some point, right?
I have them all, so
Oh, good. Well,
I'll start
I
off with...
think that you guys should be doing this sudden death, and just both of you call it out when you know the answer, and the first one to a point wins.
Yeah, I like that. Well, let's give Dan a chance since I already
Okay.
gave Dean a chance, and then we'll
That's
we'll
fair.
go to sudden death. All right, Dan.
well. Guess we're going to sudden death. All right, you gave him a clue. Give me a clue.
The clue is flush.
With cash.
Toadman?
Dan wins.
What?
Yes! I am the greatest man that has ever lived.
Flush? Flush!
I can humbly
Okay.
say that I am the greatest man
What
that
a
has
lucky
ever
fucking
lived.
guess.
Wow. I picked it because that was your guess for the last one. I thought you'd never get it.
I was playing you and not the game.
Wow.
He
thought
incepted
that.
you, Kris.
How
I
did you
did.
get it from flush?
Because isn't his special move is like
Yeah.
called Flush something or
Rain
other,
Flush.
isn't it? Rain Flush, yeah.
Wow. Dan has earned his championship this day.
I certainly have.
Well, the final score with 17 Dan, 16 Dean, and 14 Tiff. That was a really good game, guys. Well
It
played.
feels so good to be good at this dumb shit that we do.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to be better than you at the dumb shit next time.
Okay.
I feel completely ambivalent about being terrible at it.
Well, thank you guys. That was a hoot and a holler. And that's our show. That was a lot of fun, and I'm glad we did it. And
Kris?
I can't believe that finals round went so fast. What's up, Dan?
I would like to point out that as we were talking about off the air last week, this is an episode with 4 people, and it's shorter than when it's just you and me.
That's absolutely right.
It's
yeah, Dan
4
and I were
people. There's trivia. There's questions and bullshit, and somehow
still shorter than when it's just the two of us. Yeah, we were talking about that, how we were kind of reflecting on how this show has gone over the years, where we used to have regularly 4 people, and we used to keep the show fairly tight. And then kind of in this halfway of maybe thinking like we'll be able to keep the show even tighter if it's just me and Dan.
No.
We can't
but
do it.
Do you not remember that like at least 20 minutes of every show was Dean yelling at us to shut up and get on with it?
I was gonna say, there's no one to fucking rein you chuckle fucks in now.
Chuckle Fucks, name of my sex tape, called it.
Damn it.
Have it? What? No.
Do you guys watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
A little
No.
That's kind of like a running gag throughout the show. Andy Samberg's character to the... Oh my god, I watch every episode of the show and I don't remember any of their names, but the main girl that he ends up with is all like frigid and cold, so every time she says something weird, he says, name Amy's sex tape. Amy. That's who it is. It's funny. Other people are finding it funny.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
just-
All right. Okay. We believe you.
As
There are
I always
people out
say,
there that
jokes
are
are
currently
always
chuckling.
funnier when you explain them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was that. Yeah. All right. Good times. Here we are.
So
7
what
after 10.
we need to do, what it comes down to, is that we need to make like a soundboard of Dean and his various "shut the fuck up and get on with it, I'm tired," and I'll just when you start getting towards an hour, I'll just start playing them periodically.
Here's the
And-
problem now. I'm never tired anymore because I'm up till 4 o'clock in the morning because of my job. So just never tired. Doesn't
Well, that's not
exist.
helpful.
Sorry, I don't yell anymore about except at the beginning when I wanted to start the show. But now
That
that
is
we're
true.
in the show, it's whatever.
Thanks, announcer guy.
And thank you for tuning into the Paper Cuts podcast. I missed that show.
Wow.
Me too. Might have
So-
to bring it back.
Somebody should bring it back because Bags and Boards clearly isn't.
Yo.
Yeah, I
Bags
wonder
and
why.
Boards.
What happened to that star-studded cast?
I started going back to school. It's a lot of fucking work.
How very dare you?
Like at one point, he was doing like 5 podcasts and 4 weekly articles.
He just
It
kept
was-
coming up with more podcasts. He'd be
I
like, all right,
know.
I'm gonna do a wrestling podcast now.
It was getting a little ridiculous, and that not even all of them that we've come up with have even made it to a first episode. We have
It
No.
was
lists.
his idea, though.
This is what I'm saying.
I give too much, you fuckers.
Well, quit.
I care.
And
give
we
a
care
shit.
about you.
I give lots of shits.
I don't care about him.
No, fair enough.
Well, I'll tell
miss
you
Dean.
what we. No, I miss you too, Dean. That's not true. We talk all the time. But
I don't miss y'all that much, Dean.
That's fine. I wake up and I'm like, damn, I'm still me.
That is
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That goatee is, I mean, it's not a beard, because,
All right, it's
don't.
time to wrap this shit up.
yeah, that's it. That's it. That's our show. Join us next week when we're going to have ourselves an episode. You know what we haven't done? Talk about what it's going to be about. But sometime
right.
this week we're gonna.
No, we're not.
Dan, yeah. Well,
We're going
I'll-
to wing it next week. We're going to see how that goes.
You want it? We could do it. We could just totally freaking wing it.
You guys should talk
201st
about,
episode. It's just
You guys should talk about Wingman or Wing Commander. Wing it about Wing Commander. I could do that. I'll come be your guest and I'll talk about the movie because I'm the one person in America that's seen it.
That's actually a really good title. Like, I want to do it now just because that's the title. Winging it about Wing Commander. I mean, I don't, because I don't want to have to fucking play Wing Commander this week.
yeah.
That's not like I
but
want
you
to
do
finish
the one
God
I'm
of
not
War.
doing it.
It's got Mark Hamill in it. It's really good. And Biff, for some reason.
What was that? Wing Commander 3 with Hamill or 4?
Sure.
You know what really doesn't matter? Because we're not fucking doing it.
Look at us. We are currently winging it on Wing Commander.
We are.
You know what does
We've already
matter?
done it.
Emails. And where can they email us, Chris?
Once again, you can get in touch with us at mail@geekade.com, as well as all flavors of social media that we inhabit. You can like us on Facebook, find us on Instagram at Geekade, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels for all our latest video content, and follow us on Twitter at _Geekade. You can also find us individually on Twitter. You can find me at Geekade Kris, that's Geekade Kris. Dan, where can the good people find you?
At Geekade Dan.
Dean, where can the good people find you?
At kimono_vestlord.
And Tiff, are you on Twitter? Do you
I
want to
am
give people
nowhere.
your Twitter handles?
I am
All right.
nowhere. Y'all motherfuckers need to stay away from me.
Fair enough. If you're interested in more information, with the exception of Tiff's information about anything we discussed here tonight, be sure to check out our show notes. And while you're at it, you can also subscribe to this and any of our other wonderful podcasts that may or may not exist on iTunes or Stitcher, where if you're super nice, you can leave us a review, because any and all feedback is welcome and appreciated. We'd also like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, for making this show listenable for all you folks. And we'd also like to thank Mark TDK Knight for our show's theme. You can check him out on SoundCloud and Bandcamp, or his website, which we have a link to in the show notes, which is that's a fun little point out. We started using that theme song on our 100th episode, so we've now been using Mark Knight's Chubby Chubby Chip Chip as our show's theme for 100 episodes. Seems like only yesterday. Anyway, again, always remember to keep your eyes on Geekade.com for even more fresh original content. That is it, everybody. Thank you, Dean and Tiff, for joining us for our special 200th episode. Thank you, Dan, for doing this with me every week, because talking to this asshole about video games is it's one of the highlights of my week. So thanks for keeping it up. That's it.
That's what she
Bye.
said.
Keep playing games, everyone. Ta-ta.